Hi everyone, Dr. Suneel Dhand, internal medicine doctor. Some timeless Stoic quotes. Stoicism and being Stoic mean different things to different people, but there's a common misconception out there that being Stoic kind of means that you're just passive and accepting of whatever happens to you and don't try to change things. That is not the case. The original Stoics were nothing if not people of action. At its core, Stoicism is all about trying to live everyday life by certain virtues and also trying to adopt a certain mindset to how you deal with problems in life. Fundamentally, not trying to respond emotionally to problems, i.e. being emotionally reactive, and instead being in control of your own emotions and thinking problems through, whether they're on a personal or larger level, in a rational and logical way. It also involves always separating between what's in your control and what's not in your control in life. We live in pretty much the complete opposite of a Stoic society today. That is unfortunately the case. Fueled by social media, everything nowadays is about instantaneous emotional reactions to situations and problems, and unfortunately that is to the detriment of not only problem solving, but it also leads to a lot of personal unhappiness as well. If we consistently fail to look at any problem, whether that's a small or large problem, through the lens of logical, rational thought. Stoicism is a philosophy that has helped me on both a professional and personal level. And it's actually important to note that Stoicism is not a religion, it is a way of life and a philosophy, and it's perfectly compatible with any other religion you may be following. I'm sure any of the great world religious leaders, from Jesus to the Buddha, would have been very happy with what some of the ancient Stoics were saying consistently, because they're very compatible with ancient religious teachings as well. So I want to focus here on some quotes from two of the greatest original Stoics. This is going back a couple of thousand years, Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus. Marcus Aurelius was the last of the 5 good Roman emperors. As well as being a great leader, he was a great philosopher. And Epictetus was originally actually born a slave. He was Greek, born a slave, and then got freed shortly after Nero's death and went on to become a great Stoic teacher. So here we go then, some timeless Stoic quotes from these two greats. And please note, a lot of these quotes are in the male-masculine format, as a lot of ancient quotes are, but needless to say, they apply to everyone. So sit back and enjoy. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him. Nothing has such power to broaden the mind as the ability to investigate systematically and truly all that comes under thy observation in life. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempests. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. The world turns aside to let any man pass who knows where he is going. We ought to do good to others as simply as a horse runs, or a bee makes honey, or a vine bears grapes season after season, without thinking of the grapes it has borne. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best.